Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Hey, Tritas. Welcome to the stream. Not such a happy one, right? I guess if you're a bull here. December 8th. It's a Tuesday. For me, it's a trash pickup day, so I guess Bitcoin taking out the trash. The FOMOers, the Moon Boys. I mean, you know, It's really nice what Bitcoin did. I mean, like, for real, if you zoom in, you got to really admire and love what Bitcoin did before it dumped. Okay, I mean, I pinged patrons this in the Discord at everyone, right? So you knew. Bitcoin failed last night to break the downsloping resistance, right? It tried one more time, I don't know, maybe midnight my time, maybe 1 a.m., and failed. And then you got a big bearish candle that broke you out, okay? Beautiful. This is the education I provide, right? I've done that, you know, like, so now you know what a break, hook, and go is. Bitcoin got a textbook break, hook, and go here. You broke out bearishly. You then back tested what was once supposed to be support became resistance, not just once, but twice. So you spent 8 hours testing an area that was once support as resistance, and then this candle, after doing that, the dumping, right? So it is break, hook, and go type behavior there. And that's why, you know, investing in yourself, learning this stuff can be important. I think some patrons took heed of it. People were saying they were short. I mean, again, a break, hook, and go is your strongest form of confirmation, even if it's only on the 4 hour. So where are you headed? Where are you headed on Bitcoin? Probably 17,730. I mean, dude, remember the consensus here. You're stuck in the middle between 19,891 and 17,730. That hasn't changed. That is the exact same thing, right? If you're in the dead middle, get a coin, flip it. It could go up and test again or go down again. All right, you weren't in a very good range or an area of the range to be taking a position, right? If you're in the dead middle, it could go either way. It's bouncing around in between those areas. So just happened to be, you know, the momentum was really starting to slow down. You know, you made those consecutive lower highs. Hear them say, oh my God. Let's go!
I am so scared right now. So scared. 12.05951670, etc.
I'm so scared. Oh, thanks for the Ethereum Classic. I think I should be receiving that Ethereum Classic in a few weeks, right? Snail mail. You know, based on, I don't know, maybe that's fixed now. Well, I guess we'll find out. Heath, thank you so much for the $69.35 worth of Ethereum Classic, an exotic crypto contribution. Yeah, in before the Hey song, right? We were close, chat. We were close. But again, it's that rule of three stuff. You know, one peak, a second peak, then a third peak. This was one of the charts I was showing patrons. Brought up yesterday, even brought up today. Just like this. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that really sucks, man. You know, when you make your third, that consecutive lower high. And if you flip it, man, that consecutive high or low, and you're breaking the upside down. Great example, Apple. Great example, Micron. Recent ones, anyway. I mean, there's a billion, countless great examples if you go back throughout history. But look where you are. You're now back testing that November 18th peak, right around 18,249 on Tether charts. If you break this, understand. I mean, 17.9 is not much anything. After 18,250, you got the upsloping support, right, at around 18K, 17,950. If you break that 17,730, man, I mean, horizontally. I'm just talking about locally. Locally, there's not much anything. 17,730, we'll just plot it real quick, make it a different color. So you know it's a historical high versus the local. The local highs are yellow here. And what just happened? What's going on? I just plotted it and it disappeared. Hold on. 17,730. There it is. So we know that yellow is local, orange is historical, okay? So if you break 18.3, 18,250, then 17.73, 17.73, you go down to 16.433. New phone, who dis? This is Bear. This is Bear. And, you know, consecutive levels of distribution is what it's called when you have consecutive lower highs. When you have consecutive higher lows, you have consecutive or accumulation is occurring, right? So, yeah, it sucks, man, but ups and downs, it's not easy. It's not, I mean, like, yeah, think about if you're MicroStrategy and you acquired a $50 million position, and it's you're down $1,100 from that position. Yeah, I get it. $11,111.11, $420 million. I get that, but still, kind of sucks. Hey, at least with them, that news of them, they're trying to acquire more funding, $400 million more dollars worth of funding. At least they'll be getting a sale when they eventually buy. But then MicroStrategy today got downgraded by like JP Morgan or one of the firms because of what they're trying to do. They're saying it's just higher risk. And if you're talking about MicroStrategy, they got wrecked today. And this is what happens, Larry, when you FOMO. When you try to buy in at levels that could arguably be double top-ish, your weeklies at 85 on the RSI, you're at a critical resistance, the last one before all-time highs. You get pullbacks, you get sell-offs. It's really, again, like if you go to the weekly, it's not even a big deal, man. Let's go to the weekly. Like what? You can't even tell anything really happened. I mean, you're reversing at an area where you could reverse. People take profit at areas where you might reverse. I mean, imagine. I don't know if some people can. They'll quit crypto. Some people maybe watching might quit crypto if we spent like a few months going sideways, consolidating between 16,175 and 19,900. People are going to lose their minds. They're just going to quit. So I don't think it's a big deal, the sell-off that happened. I think locally it's, if you're in the dead middle of a range, you flip a coin, it might hit the top, might hit the bottom next. Hey, good news. I guess you're not at 84 anymore. Hey, great news on the weekly. You're now at 76 on the RSI. You're now lower than you were in May and July of 2019. So that's good. It's good. Cool off, man. You need to cool the F off on the RSI. You do it every single time historically. Every time you get up to levels like this, you become unoverbought. Just so you can become overbought again. You got to reset, man. And it might be finally time for Bitcoin to reset. And you don't have to crash here. You don't even have to dump. You should go sideways for a few weeks. And this will eventually meander all the way down to 70 again. All will be well in the world, and we could go again. What's up, Mutt? Thanks for the 2 super chat. What's up, UGG? Man, that one was UGG, or not UGG, but YFI, man. God, that was like $200 from the actual target before it sold off. Bearish divergence on the daily was disgusting on YFI. It was awful.
You back to the 0.5 level on Fib?
Let's take a look. YFI, man, I don't know. We're wild carding it. Looking at a second. Down 10+%. Oh, yeah, that continued, didn't it? Earlier it wasn't near as bad, but, yeah. Well, I mean, 50%. Yeah, you're at it. Dude, the target on this, if Bitcoin doesn't recover or anything anytime soon, just based on this chart alone, the next target's 21,000 again. There's no real support here looking I mean, maybe, but once this cracks, once 25,250 cracks, you're probably going to 21K again. I mean, that makes logical sense to me. And hey, look, what is this? Can someone tell me what's going on here? What was going on the oscillators for new people? They don't know what's going on. Come in. Bueller. Talking about the oscillators. What's going on in the oscillators? And give me the classification, too. Give me classification. Not sure what. The music's too loud, too quiet. Put in a final offer on the real estate today. Excited about that. We're gonna see what happens. I'm willing to walk away. I don't care if I don't get it. They care. They definitely care. So there we go, dude. Yes. Class A. Bearish divergence. Class A, not B or C, because it made a higher high on price and made a lower level of positive momentum, lower level relative strength. That is Class A bearish divergence, your strongest form of bearish divergence, and it just implies impending price action, reversal to the downside. You're working on it. You're working on it. Now we're gonna see how bullish the trend is. Depending on how bullish the trend is indicative of how much it plays out, how bad the selling is, okay? So yeah, it's hey, on the other side of the coin, stock market, like all the index funds hit all-time highs today. All right, so people panicking in crypto, it's like, well, are you not participating in the other market at all, or are you're all in crypto? See, that's the problem, man. You're taking the wrong steps. So I think getting into financial markets, one should start in a traditional market, and then ease into crypto. That was the way it happened for me, because I cared about stocks and stuff before I started getting into crypto. So it's like I understood kind of like how things are. I mean, you're just getting into crypto because, well, I like the tech and screw the man, screw stocks. It's like, well, dude, you're losing out. Like think about Raoul Pal today. Since he was not diversified and had barely any exposure to the stock market, he's just getting wrecked on crypto right now, dumping. You want to, you can have your hand in multiple markets. One could if they wanted. So, and as we were talking about Ethereum, it looked terrible. But we did say if Bitcoin pumped, there was no way Ethereum could dump. But Ethereum looked like it was probably going to dump, right? Even in the 4 hours.
Stonks.
Hey, Schwab, man, thanks for the elite contribution. The Neo in the jar, the one, dude. The 1S coin. Just kidding. Morpheus, Neo, Crypto, Matrix. I got caught up in the Matrix yesterday. Thanks for the new patron that joined a little while ago. That was Cody C. Thank you, dude. Cody C. Hype in the chat. So, right? Well, yeah, bearish divergence. Hold on, let me show the one I have. What sound is good, right? Right, so bearish divergence at a critical, somewhat of an actual resistance looking left.
Hey Mitch, can we check out AGL on ASX? Class A divergence on monthly.
Sure, Shariba. Thanks, dude, for the 690. Yep. Look at your Australian equity, okay, mate? So maybe a reversal point, it was lined up with the upsloping resistance, the supply line. And one top, a second top. What can second tops be? They can be what you call confirmation highs. Your first top, no one really knows. Second top, forget about it. Second top with some buyer exhaustion. Yeah, arguments on the bear side. I think we indicated we had 6 different levels of indication. They were all pointing to down, not up, right on Ethereum. We just didn't know because of Bitcoin and like what can happen. But it was 4-hour bearish divergence. I guess descending triangle on the 4-hour now. Daily MACD, daily RSI bearish divergence at a supply line that's upsloping at a supply line or at a sell wall or a critical resistance from it. Six variables there. And then the double top itself, that's like 7. So like a Bulkowski stroke. That's a big argument. If you were a lawyer, you go into the you go in the court, dude. Oh yeah, this too, man. Oh, like kind of that parabolic line right there. Look what happened when you broke it, man. So 200 moving average coming up around 520. But dude, I really don't know why Ethereum, in terms of technical support and resistance, I don't really know why Ethereum wouldn't see 487 again. There's just really nothing looking left. That's why you had such a nasty dump in late November with Bitcoin. There just wasn't any reasonable area where market participants might have bids. And so you might be dealing with the same situation here. If you trust me, just look left. Oh my god, hold on a sec.
Noise!
Possible bearish butterfly forming on SCHW? Thanks, man.
Sorry, y'all. That was of course, that was Bogdanov's. The Bogdanovs, they told me what the next play was, what was happening next, okay? So, anyway. Yeah, very, very good news that, like, in reality, they accepted my final offer. So, it looks like I'm literally moving. Wow. Wow.
Bruh.
Dang, dude. I've lived here for like 6 years now. 6 years. So, it's a big deal that you just witnessed it live. My own little IRL history. Okay. Feels good, man. Feels good. I'm doing literally what everyone else isn't doing. Like, everyone's, like, leaving cities. Well, I'm moving into an area at a really, really dirt cheap reduced price. And it's luxurious. It's, like, really nice. So,
Ja, Casa del Mitch exclamation mark cat. Deets.
Serge, thanks for the 5, dude. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, they got lowballed like oh, it's terrible. Like, I feel bad, but
Congrats.
So one thing you need to know in life, chat. Okay, this can be any kind of negotiating. The number one thing about negotiating, like I guess the best tool you can have as a negotiator is genuinely being able to walk away. You will always get the best deal if you have that mentality. You could walk away from the deal and it's fine. If you do that, like, and you can find out what the other side's situation is, you can definitely get a really good deal. So, anyway. Hey, J. Nathan, thanks for the 5, dude. What just happened?
Congrats, looking forward to seeing the new setup.
Oh, Dow Jones, thank you, man. Thank you. Sorry, I'm like kind of beside myself right now in a very positive way. That probably doesn't even make sense, but wow, freaking out a little bit. So Ethereum, I mean, if you look left, dude, there's no support till 47. It's probably going to, if Bitcoin bounces randomly at certain areas, then Ethereum would probably just bounce too. It's, you know.
NKLA evaluation, please, money making Mitch.
What's up, Jake, dude? Thank you for the 3s. Yeah, we can look at the fraud, which is Nikola, according to some people. But some people say that Tesla's a scam too. They hit all-time highs today. So yeah, we got to look at that other one too, right? But I just wanted to get through Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's look at total real quick. What's the total market cap down to? Probably took a beating, a double top too. Yeah, not 3 peaks. 1, 2, 3. You know, that's distribution. When you see 3 peaks like that, not really good. It's not bullish. I get it, price contraction. But man, 1, 2, 3. The most recent event of all this, right? The most recent event locally was the third or the lower high, right? So 523 billion, probably where we're headed.
Congrats, Mitch.
What's up, Bjorn, dude? Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. I mean, this is all kind of, you know, because of y'all, I'm able to do things in my life like this.
Bitcoin
So.
waiting for moving day to break ATH.
What's up, Coffee Wolf, man?
Is that a joint?
I don't know about that. I mean, moving average, 200 moving average is 17,547. So I don't know, man. The move's really not that bad. As you can see, like that upsloping resistance on total. You broke it. It looks like you're trying to back test it. The problem with the oscillators is it does. I mean, I guess there is the chance hidden bullish divergence could appear at some point on total, but you know, Bitcoin dominance is probably something to look at too, right? Not really doing much, just kind of sitting sideways since November 24th. It has not moved much at all. It's just, you think that's a bear flag. It's just backtesting the 200-day moving average, backtesting the congestion area. Too many bids or whatever it is here, you know, because no one's actually trading Bitcoin dominance, but somehow it respects TA somehow, you know. So it's on the rise, I guess, up 0.45% today. Makes sense with altcoins being devastated. I mean, a lot of them down almost 10%. Some hit way worse than others. What's going on? Dude, did my chat just break? And I'm getting like bad kilobytes per second too right now, so. So you'd think eventually Bitcoin 17,730 based on the upsloping support and the horizontal line support, but it just takes time. It's not going to just crash down there and be that easy. It might take a while. You know, the thing about the oscillators in the 4 hour, it doesn't look done yet. I mean, you're at 34 now, so you're not even, you think that this, on this impulse, you might get oversold before, you know, pivoting and rallying a little bit. Is my stream dead? Yeah, dude, it's YouTube, man. It's literally YouTube. I'll do a speed test right now. I'm telling you, man, it's just their servers. They're having problems. Ever since the election, man, YouTube hasn't been the same on my side. Maybe not for you, it's maybe the same, but for me, it's not. Like things. Okay, yeah, no problems with download, of course. It never is a problem, dude. BVol? How's BVol? Is it elevating or dumping? I mean, my kilobytes per second are extremely fine. I mean, exceeding fine for what I do. I mean, we're talking, I'm sitting at right 17, and it's probably because I'm using some of that right now to stream. It's normally like 24. Yeah, dude, there's nothing wrong on my side. It's all YouTube's internal servers. If I was on Twitch right now, there wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, BVol did pull back a little bit, down 0.49%. Just kind of in the dead middle of the big range from history. So, meh. Litecoin broke some critical supports. Yes, very much so. Big, close to bearish engulfing. You can't say it because the last candle's a doji, but it pretty much is a bearish engulfing. When you break critical support like that, $79, $80, man, there's no support really. I mean, dude, truly, to like $64, $65. So it just seems to me kind of tough to say that Litecoin's not going to fall further. And this is the area we've been talking about. It's dangerous. Yeah, 200 moving average. One thing that's interesting is you might be setting up for bullish divergence on the MACD, but it's just going to follow Bitcoin, and you are just kind of in no man's land. I mean, you've got the moving averages, but you have no horizontal line support at all on your side. None. None. I mean, look, you hit it one time, you rallied, made the same high, and now you're dumping back to test it again. Don't know about this, how it's not going to probably be as strong the second time as it was the first. But yeah, it's been above the 200 moving average ever since, I mean, really, you're talking like October. Broke above it early October, you know, shortly after trade setup was posted, maybe like a week or two after. And now it's going to be put in jeopardy again, the Bitcoin sell-off. So, cut with, get wrecked, man. Cut with, get wrecked. Now, maybe it's like a, just a channel now. You just include everything in there and cut with channel, man. Don't know, man. Cut with handle. It's really almost like double top, potential double top stuff. You go across the board, man. Doesn't matter, right? Tezos, unfortunately, right? It was looking good, but then Bitcoin, and now it's below the 200 moving average, as it had been holding. It's below 229. It's danger zone. I don't think anything below 229. You eventually could find your way down to $2. After $2 is 188. So that could continue for a while. Bitcoin keeps selling off. XRP 7.65% down. Right. I mean, it broke out of whatever could be a wedge, but now it's back testing it. Okay, not really useful to us as traders if it's doing that. I mean, maybe it holds. Maybe it shows the bullish divergence. But maybe, just maybe, you could get lucky here, and we could be in the midst of some sort of harmonic where you get... yeah, this could be an amazing potential bullish Gartley. If we were ever blessed with XRP getting down to 786, I'd be really interested to see what kind of price action correlation we get at the 78% retrace, nearing a 1618 fib extension, confluence, but also 51 cents, which is horizontal line resistance support from, how about that, June of 2019. Unbelievable, right? So that could be a trade setup, maybe on XRP. It could be. Probably depends on Bitcoin. We'll keep our eye on it, man. Keep our eye on it. But there hasn't, I mean, like, besides a couple of them that just didn't do anything when Bitcoin had its miraculous run, it's amazing 87% 2-month run, the ones that didn't do anything, they looked like they were setting up for higher prices. This is exactly what I talk about, right? The ticking time bomb. Bitcoin is the ticking time bomb. All the altcoins are playing the game. It's like musical chairs almost. And some trades or potential opportunities gonna play out. They're gonna exceed targets during that run. They're gonna exceed them. Like, they could triple them, quadruple them, like we saw some do of our trade setups late September, early October, early November. Some are going to hit targets and nothing more. They'll hit the targets and then they'll literally reverse there, and that's why we have profit taking levels. And then some will be setting up for higher prices, but then the cycle will end. Bitcoin will be done for a while and start dumping and correcting in price, and those altcoins will never take off. So you just have to think about it like that. Like, we were on borrowed time on Bitcoin for a while. You know, we had a great run, we dumped Thanksgiving, we rallied again, and just stalled.
Can we take a look at DXY?
Yeah, Charizard, thanks for the 499 super chat. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll get DXY. It's rallying some. Caught some bids. So maybe opportunity could be on the horizon on these assets that have mooned, but man, I don't know, because you look at this, right? This opportunity, maybe. You also can look at it like this, man, where it's like XA, B, C, D. This would make a lot of sense here. A 786 down at much stronger supports. It loses 78% of its value from the pump, washes out all the scrub FOMOers who don't know what they're doing, or they don't care, right? They're just like, I'm here for the pump, dude. I'm here to make easy money and not put in the time or effort, right? They lose a bunch on the attempted rally, and then they quit crypto, and then it keeps dumping while they're quitting, and then it eventually gets to a more reasonable level, a reasonable deep retrace where you could say there might be value on the asset. I think value on XRP, value is like 33.6 cents. That's me though. Hopefully it never happens, right? I you know, man, like, just because I have wishful thinking for assets to get a deep areas of value doesn't mean like I hope people lose money and get wrecked, but it's an inevitability, man. Like, I can't stop people from going insane and showing up to the party far too late and placing their bids. So if you want real value on XRP, 33.6 cents would be best. It could take a while to get there, if it ever does. It would require Bitcoin to just keep methodically bleeding out, pulling back, man. Okay? Pray for 33.6 cents. Could be a wonderful swing trade. Could be an amazing swing trade that could take us to the next highs. Could take us to $1. Like a big pattern like that, getting down to those levels, and we get buyer or seller exhaustion down there, that is literally a structure that could take us to a freaking $1 plus on XRP. So trend's bullish. You're in a bullish trend, but you can go through corrections. That's right. Someone has to lose in order for you to win. Yes. Zero-sum game. What was that? Oh, what's up? Wayne, I didn't even see that, did I? You just ran it. What happened? I think I might have on the phone or something. Lord. Oh, there it is. AGL. God, I couldn't find it. The request. Okay. That's not a good start. But, you talk about deep retraces. Really, really deep retraces, man. What a bounce.
Would make sense to retest the .305 historical resistance as support.
On XRP? I mean, coming to back test 30.6 cents. This area would be a great... You never back tested it. You ran up, you went straight up. So why not eventually bleed out to down this area, test it as support before going higher? And that was the PCZ, 30.5 cents, right? 30.6 cents was the 786 of that XABCD. So you can't say this wasn't a crazy ice line. I mean, that is super serious. That's exactly where it bounced. Man, a lot of data. But the downtrend's awful, and you haven't caught much. I mean, nice bounce, but you know, this trend is not in jeopardy of reversing until it gets all the way up to like $18. Look at that. I love that. 1337. Let's go.
Bruh.
Super elite. I don't know. Probably plot a downtrend or something, right? Look at that right there. Look at this, right? Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. So very much in a downtrend, and you won't even be reversing the trend until you get up here. It's always suspect. So yeah, I like the value area. What happens historically when you break it? You don't really go too far before you dump again. 1694.7. That's another big area, I guess. There's a lot of chop here, a lot of congestion. So I mean, reversal points tough, man. This one's not easy. You'd think that eventually it could get up, I mean, to 1580 if it bounces here. Bounce at 1255, eventually you could find your way to 1580, $17, $18. That's a lot of resistance there, man, to break though. So that could eventually be a target, is 1580. A really nice bullish divergence was there, at least on the RSI. I mean, really, maybe on the weekly there was nice bullish divergence with the daily. There you go, the weekly. Oh my god, yeah, there was so much, man. Look at this. Well, on the MACD, it was undeniable. Right, a low, the lower low, at the ice line. Pitting price action reversal the upside. You're getting it, but barely. I hate that. Hold on. Sorry, I just really cared about that one. So you look at it, man. It's like this is what you're looking for as anyone. I mean, as an analyst or a trader, you can clearly see a very critical congestion area at 1255, 1295. Look, a high from 1998, a high from 2000, a low from 2011, a low from 2015. That's X marks the spot there, man. Like that's an area where you could definitely see a bounce, especially if you have divergence. You got it. So maybe the rally could continue, and maybe you could eventually see, again, like 1580, 1575. But you just know you're in a multi-year downtrend, a 3-year downtrend. So, not bad. Definitely a reversal area. Nikola, I haven't kept up with this one, man. Ever since like the news and all that stuff came out. And it was great at first. It was a great reversal of this harmonic. Got all the way up to like a 38-50% retrace. And then it was over. After that, Nikola's a scam. Dumped. Now it's at this historical level from March. Historical, by the way. Not even a year. Hadn't even touched it. I mean, I guess it touched the top. The wick. Yep. So as long as it holds above $15, there could very well be a lot of upside. But if you ever break $15, you go to 1044. So there could be upside if it holds 15. There could be. I mean, I guess there's hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. My God. All right, you're losing all that negative momentum. What the? Yeah, there's not much data. It could be a scam. I think there's probably a lot better assets you could one could put their money into and not have to worry about things near as much as if you had to deal with Nikola. You're one bad news day away from getting destroyed, which it's had multiple bad news days, okay? Like a lot of them, where it'll be, oh, it's down 20%, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you're gonna trade trash, why not just trade an S-Coin instead of Nikola? I don't know. But speaking of Tesla, yeah, we'll look at what was that, Schwab, Batson? Yep. All-time highs again today. $650 was tested. It's beautiful. And remember, the target's 650, 700, 750, 780, because that's the 2618 fib extension. Whenever it starts stalling, the bearish divergence will be appearing. Oh yeah, remember this? Yeah, someone posted that in the Discord. Nice supply line you're trying to break.
CompUSD or repost Coinbase, depending if you already covered one.
Yeah, dude, we covered Comp and Augur at the beginning of the stream before Bitcoin. Yeah, dude, just rewind.
Bruh.
Thank you, Dean. Yeah, we'll look at one or the other, okay? So Tesla, a sight to behold. A lot better than Nikola. Okay, that's it. All-time highs. Congratulations, Elon, for your...
Is that a joint?
It's getting high on stonks. Charles Schwab, the king, man. Just kidding, but not all-time highs, but multi. Hold on a sec. Schwab got a lot of history. Banking crisis caused problem. I mean, it's almost like shark stuff, right? Where there's a lot more upside. At least the 886, and if you break that, then the 113% retrace. If you're talking about like complex harmonics, look, X, A, B, C, and you're working on the D wave, another big wave. Yeah, definitely testing a local high, or about to anyway. Oh, you did test it, yep, and it's kind of like in a Bitcoin situation, right? You're testing resistance and you're just stalling at it. God. Dude, I'm super hyped. Okay. I'm forcing myself to change up my routine. Definitely doing that. Like, let us keep things the way they are now. I mean, life's fine. But my life won't change any if I stay here. Like, and I don't want I don't want my life to remain stagnant or flat, like in terms of IRL stuff. Everything's out of the way for me, like where I live. I mean, you're facing kind of a wick high from 1990 effing 9. That's out of this world, man. Wow, look at that. So you're at that, man. You're definitely at that.
That's on what the next stimulus pump will do to stocks and crypto.
I mean, it's kind of like everyone knows it's coming, right? So it could be a sell the news event for sure. Could definitely be that. Let's go back to wintertime. Makes me feel a little bit better. I don't know, the red's messing with my eyeballs. So that's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy stuff. Where if you break all-time highs, I mean, your target's $60. But if we're talking about harmonics for Schwab. Yeah, that's fine. It's either 886. Could keep running is what I'm saying. Once it breaks 5170, then you'd be running to 5724, and that's where it could reverse, right? And man, I tell you, an opportunity could arise where it back tests old resistance, somewhat, right, as support. There's just not much up here. A very nice uptrend since 2012. I mean, undeniable uptrend. So, yeah. Once this crazy straight line stuff happens, you get to a retrace area. It retraces. That could be an area for a long, right? It hits that area, and then it could eventually do this, break to all-time highs. For Schwab, man. Not bad. But if you're asking me, like, hey, swing trade right now, what do you want me to do, man? It's almost like straight line up. So, like, swing trader, we're looking for the strategic areas of entry. This is not strategic. This is just, hey, it could reverse here and run down to $44 at this level. I mean, that only visible on the weekly. Oh, DXY. Yep, the dollar. You give me a sec here. I mean, it's up 0.16% today. 4 minutes till the daily close on Bitcoin and the US dollar. So it happens, man. You sell off, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you rally incrementally. I mean, just infinitesimally. It's just nothing. It was oversold. It's now starting to become not oversold. Target's still much lower, like $88 eventually. It's going to go up and down, man. Every day, up and down, up, down. Eventually it's going to break the low it made and go lower. Okay? You would think. The fake news, John. Thank you, dude. Well, I mean, like...
Congrats. If I recall, you lived in that house with a lady. So good to move on. Cheers.
I mean, kind of my ex-girlfriend from, yeah, kind of, but it's really not about that. It's more so about, change. Like, it will make me change a lot of different things with my routine, and I need that in my life. I need change, not stagnation. Okay, so I don't know really what you want to talk about on the XY. Bear pull, bear flag, breakout. Breaker can go off the critical support, and it's been dumping, but past couple days it's just kind of been like, meh. Not moving much, catching a couple bids. A rectangle, I mean, that'd be great, dude. I don't know about that, man. Let's, 17,730 and then 17, 18Ks.
Any thoughts on PDD? Pinduoduo about to take off again?
I don't know, Jacob. Thanks, dude. What happened? The jar broke again. Go figure. I gotta look at comp or rep. Let's look at rep. I don't look at that in probably ever. Is rep not auger? It doesn't say auger on here. Okay. What's up, Simone? Thanks for the sub. If you're out here, you had to hit that sub button. Yeah, go ahead and do it, fella. Thank you so much. Supporting the stream that way. Big dump. Oh my god, big surprise, I like the rounding action. But nothing matters when Bitcoin dumps. When Bitcoin beckons, these S coins heed the call.
Hype for moving. Time to get a new place, a puppy golden retriever, and run for office.
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? No, I'd never subject a dog living here. Living like up in a really high building, and if I ever get a dog, I would be raising it from like 6 weeks or whatever. So I'd have to do with the housebreaking and all that. Crate training. not doing that. Not at that point in my life. So we're looking at this like a big support resistance areas. There's, I mean, sure, keep making higher lows here, but kind of the area to be asking about Augur was like in late October, like many other altcoins that were showing possible opportunities at congestion areas. Okay, look how like that held. It held, and then it ran and almost at the top again. I mean, technically it hit the top right here. It hit this peak from January. So like if you're talking range bound, it's in the dead middle of, there's a zone where things normally go straight down, straight up, right? Straight up, straight down, straight up, eventually straight down, straight up. Okay, eventually could find its way at 1283 again. So for me as a swing trader, I'm not really seeing anything that alluring about rep to the US dollar at this current time on the daily. Look at that rejection, 3 different days of rejection. Bitcoin was doing that too. Look, man, crypto, I mean, yeah, there might have been a couple opportunities for low risk, but it's all high risk when you know Bitcoin's kind of topping out. Hey, new day is born. Got a new one. Wasn't it good? Wasn't good. Here's your daily candle. The aftermath. Not great, man. One peak, a second peak. Lower levels on the relative strength index. That's bearish divergence stuff. So, and where you are, 17,730 is it, man. That's it. 4 hour though, you got the upsloping support. You're nearing it. You're getting very close to it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 incoming. Yeah, dude. No edge, really, no edge. An edge you got was the break hook and go on the 4 hour earlier, but it really, I mean, it sold off, but it hasn't gotten, it's not that bad. It's not terrible yet. It's just holding this, well, today what happened was it broke below 18,850, which was that November 21st high. And we talked about that yesterday. The local high is all you got inside this range, this big range, right? And it was 19,420, 18,8, and 18,3. So they all can play a role as potential reversal area. They're just not very strong because they were just created, just manufactured last month for the first time ever. So now you're just sitting there, added. There could be bids there, bots, whatever, and it could take time for sellers to absorb the remaining demand there before it was to go lower to test the other supports, as we've discussed. So, man, if there's not an edge, what can I even do for you? You know, I can't really help. I can't. Nothing's being implied right now on Bitcoin for bulls. But just remember the main thing here, okay? If you're talking about trend analysis, if we're being real here, the trend is not truly reversing on Bitcoin to the downside until we get a candle close confirmation below 16,500. The trend is still bullish until then. That's it. 16.5 is your cutoff, man. That's what trend analysis is. Like, how do you reverse your trend? A lot of people ask that. It's like, well, when you're in an uptrend, you don't reverse the trend until you break your previous discernible swing low, the local low, like part of the trend, the ups and downs, right? You got one here, 16.5. Thankfully, it's been made very apparent.
Appreciate the red light hue for the price action.
I thought Rolls Royce was RR period, not RYCEY. Huh? Oh, OTC. Oh, I thought it pumped and now it looks like it's dumped. It's not good, man. Yeah, I thought it really would be better to look at RR period. So again, right, we're talking about trend analysis. Sorry about that. Your trend's still bullish. literally till it breaks consistently previous supports that were created before it in the uptrend you're in. Right? How do you know you're in an uptrend? You make consecutive higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. You've been doing that for months now. So now it's the bear's ball. We're going to see if the trend gets broken at 16.5. You break 16.5, I'm thinking in time 13,868 if that happens. But that's a long way off, and a lot of things have to happen, right? And you haven't even tested the demand line yet of the uptrend, which seems very, very real that it's going to happen soon, because there's looking left kind of nothing but a local scrub high. What? I mean, you're talking about bullish divergence building. I think that's kind of way too early to call, man. What if you get follow through price action? Yeah, I mean, like, if you ever pivot above 17,150, yeah, RSI bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence could be a thing, but we have no idea, man. I think the selling maybe has just begun off this, but
Can you take a look at PLM? I'm wondering about those rejection wicks. Anything catching your thought?
thank you, Pierre, man. Yeah, we'll look at PLM. Let's look at Rolls-Royce. Well, this ticker that was requested, Scamwick low from 1996. Somehow the asset bounced off of that. It bounced and then gapped down. It's very bad, man. God, I mean, the technicals are so awful here. Right, been in a downtrend since it peaked out in 2014. So you're asking, oh, is that a double bottom or something? I mean, maybe the RSI is showing something, but I don't know, man. I think like there are probably assets out there on the stock market that are, you know, better places one could put their money than Rolls-Royce luxury vehicles. I don't know, man. Like, I think there are other things out there. So yeah, I mean, weekly, pretty bad, man. Yeah, certain types of bullish divergence were here. This is what's so sad about it, man. It's like devastating almost. I mean, you had very nice, clear textbook Class A bullish divergence at an ice line, and what happened? I guess ice line, right? You rallied. You had a real big pump, and you rallied for a while, for like a couple months, month and a half, and then you dumped again on very high volume, like record levels of volume, and it wasn't even close to any sort of previous swing high. That's so bad. That's so bearish that weekly bullish divergence only got you this, and you're almost exactly where you started. That's not good, man. Like, to me, that's terrible. So sorry, dude. PLM on what? Your Stock Exchange? Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. I mean,
Can you
kind
look
of.
at vlog? Love watching your
Oh,
stream.
I hate the
every night
volume, man.
running
Volume's
PCW.
terrible. What's up, Dev? Yo. Is that an S coin, or are we talking about the real? I know there's a plug S coin, but yeah, I think the stock, we can look at it. I like how it's turning things around. You're actually finally catching some higher lows, but there's no volume on this. It's like your 10-day average is $628,000, so that's not really what you're looking for. All right, we're dumping, chat. 18,200. Party's over for now. Okay, you're gonna have to come to the realization. No more Hey Song for a while. Definitely, it's gonna be a while. Okay. So that's it, man. Anything below this, you're screwed. I mean, 276, 150. Polymet Mining Company. All right, you're right. Oh God, look at the failure. All these failures. You're trying to rally again, but you're below it. You engulfed week on the weekly, 18,169 on Bitcoin, and continuing to dump leverage longs, getting liquidated right now like crazy. And that could continue throughout the evening. We're probably going to see 730, man. Selling continues. So if you give a $4.41, I'll feel more comfortable about it seeing 662 again. But until that happens, what do you want, man? You know, like hidden bullish divergence, I guess, right on the weekly from that previous low to this low. So yeah, it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world, but you got to get back above critical support. You're using it as resistance. But I like the higher low than the previous low. So, you know what I'm saying? If you get above that, 662 is
Rolls-Royce
target.
Holdings make engines for planes, trains, etc. Rolls-Royce cars is part of BMW.
Yeah, the luxury
Keep
part
up
of
the good
BMW.
work.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the technicals, it doesn't.
Stocks are dumping 150,000 BTC on market on December 15th could be cause for the rate race.
Is that a joint?
Manimal, thanks for 420. I have no idea, man. The technicals looked weak, and they weren't. I mean, you know, they were hinting more bearish side than bullish, but again, at the same time, very, very bullish trend, and you're just stalling out. A momentum-driven asset class that's momentum stalls is not really a good thing for the short term. Short term. I mean, dude, Bitcoin again. Long-term uptrend still. Don't be that scared.
How can you see Ortel and longs getting liquidated are leveraged or not?
AGGR.trade. There you go. Thanks, Jay Nathan, for the $4.99. People ask me that. I've talked about it on stream multiple times. So maybe you could break 410, 440. You do it 662. You break 662, which we've not ever been able. This asset's never been able to do. I mean, you could very well see this wick high at $9. So, but no volume, man. 1 million volume. So you barely made it. But 10-day average is 620,000. So. Oh yeah, plug power. It's got to be solar or something, right? It was terrible, and then it became good again. Electronic components. Technology, okay.
Let's look at TCS. New patrons could check it out.
Yeah, Matthew, thanks, dude. Alright, what was cool about this one, I guess, in hindsight, was the low. It's almost like XABCD stuff. Deep retrace from a low to this low. That's like an 88% retrace. So you created like this new higher low. It was kind of like right here. That low back there started becoming regarded, and then it just started taking off. And what do you do now when it's this high? Could reverse here. You know, there is one discernible little peak there at 28.78. Above that, 35.50. Good God, above that, 44.39. So you're just at. It's like an Ethereum's high, you know, whatever it was at, where it could reverse here. So extremely high risk to be taking longs, but it had a nice day, up 16% on the day. Wow. No, on the week, excuse me. No, 16% on the day. Yes, on the effing day. Crazy that anyone would say buy right now. I mean, of course, if it breaks 28.78, it could go at 35.50 and continue its insanity. But no edge. You're not using any kind of logic to go long here. And I don't know if there's enough argument at this congestion area. Yeah, I mean, like the positive, it could go positive again, right? I mean, it's good Lord. It's like bullish convergence here. And it's about to go to the positive. High volume, bullish engulfing candle. If it keeps going, then 35.50 is the next target. Jeez, this thing's a beast. Sorry, man. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. My life's about to change a lot. Oh yeah, this one's pretty good, man. I mean, it was good, but it's kind of getting crazy now.
Can you take a look at Boeing, brother?
Yeah, dude. Look at BA. So, it kind of looks... it had some great stuff. It was scary about it. It broke the ice line. This was COVID. Once it got back above the ice line, man, you were given the courtesy of the brake and then the back test, right? You sprung, you back tested the spring and painted a bullish hammer for the huge marks up in price. So an ice line that was once support became support again, is what I'm saying. And when you do that, after you regard something that was support as support again, when you break back above it, you can get violent moves up, and that's a way to trade. And so now it's hit like this high from August 2018, and at the bearish engulfing reversal, it's hanging on. It's showing on the daily hidden bullish divergence, I think. Yeah, some really nice hidden bullish divergence on the daily, which is great. So you think the next target's 1136, 1208 again to test it. I mean, it's kind of tough, right? Just held on to all this negative momo. You haven't seen any positive momentum since October 21st on the daily. That's crazy. And barely any lower prices. And even the RSI, man, like... So TCS is kind of implying that 1136, 1208 will be tested again soon. And if you ever break that, man, look out. Look out. This is a huge Wyckoff range where markup in price, I mean, conservatively speaking, 1555, a low. And then you could just say, yeah, that looks like a peak right there. 19 bucks, 18.95 or so. Yeah, this is Wyckoff stuff, dude. Wyckoff for sure. So let's see how the daily goes on the hidden bullish divergence. Maybe we'll test 1136, 1208 again. You break it, wow, 1555. Kind of crazy that this asset is finally just getting to that point. Man, there's so much. Sorry, too many lines. So it is only now back to the 38% retrace, Boeing. Big, wide space where I think eventually on Boeing, if this keeps up, eventually Boeing's going to run up to $290 again. 290, probably the eventual target. I mean, there's a gap. Okay, 261.91 is a gap fill on the daily. I think that would be the first target, and then 293 after that would be the second target if you keep going.
I feasted on tendies on my little trade with your help, thanks. It's been dumping since. Do you see a good re-entry point?
Thanks, Nero, man. Yeah, dude, that one was insane. I don't know about a re-entry point, but target hit and exceeded, kind of, right? Thank you, man. We'll look at it. I wish there was more to talk about with it, right? It's 737s are coming back. They got orders going out for other companies. They're on the upswing, man, and you're just in this zone. You can see all these lines, right? Down and up. Like, there's congestion area here, and there's congestion area up here. There's no congestion area between 160 and really like $300. So that's straight up, straight down. You ran up, probably straight up. I mean, that's if the recovery trend continues, you got targets, okay? It could be bearish divergence going on in the daily, a little bit with Boeing. It doesn't really look that bad. It could just keep going, okay? Until support resistances are tested again, which there are really none where you are. At a mini peak from July 2017. It's not much of one, okay? It's not a strong one. Yeah, target hit and exceeded, and now it's pulled back, right? What did it do? Ran up to a 38% retrace and reversed there, right? From the highest high to the lowest low. What is the 38% retrace? The beginning of the golden zone. A common retrace zone is between the 382 and the 618. You hit it, kind of up thrusted through it, and you've dumped. And where'd you go? Pretty much back testing the old neckline of this structure. A re-entry? I mean, it could be the same entry we had. I mean, or at least 627, 630 could be a re-entry. Right, think about it. I don't know, you broke and you back tested for all. Maybe you hold it again and a real tight stop loss below 630. And then like your best entry probably could be like $5, 460. Okay. But this one was a beautiful trade. I mean, he brought it up, tipped me like he just did, and sized it up. I love the flagging behavior. When you spring, you get back above a critical ice line from history, and then you back test that support over and over and over, and you hold above it. That was it, man. That was your ticket in, and it went higher and then dumped. Trader. Great for the trader. Yeah, maybe eventually show hidden bullish divergence. If you stay above 630, you very well could. So just keep your eye on that. Look for a Japanese candlestick reversal. But I don't know if you're going to get it, man. Let's go back to Bitcoin for a sec. Just sellers kind of in control in the short term right now. Yeah, you catch a couple bids, but ish, where we are now. Why are you not going to see 17,730 again? Dude, again, look at the daily and argue with me on that. Like, there's no historical price action between 17,730 and 18,891. So if you just topped out and you're on the way down, why are you not going to go down to test that December 12th, 2017 high?
Thanks, still learning but getting better.
Great Nero, man. Just keep getting better than yourself from the day before. Everything will work out if you just apply that for a year. See what happens, man. Come back to me. So many changes on the horizon, and it just happened while I was live, so nervous, very nervous about it, man. I'm a very conservative person. Change to me, you know, it's the environment I was born and raised in. Change is not something I'm good
Mitch,
at.
I just got here. Can you please check it and give us hope?
I mean, if you want to smoke hopium, sure, dude, but I mean, the trade setup already happened, man. Same thing, right? Where it's like, oh god, I mean, it's just like once you break 13.8 cents, which isn't even the best. I think the real support was like 15 cents. Once you break 13.872, you could find yourself all the way back down to 11 cents again. So no hope here, man. Just whatever Bitcoin does, straight. I mean, it's almost straight down, straight up, price action. So no, it looks terrible. I mean, in terms of if it does not hold this, you got no chance, man. I get it. The three, what was it, Rising 3 methods on the monthly, but who knows how much time has to go by before that really plays out, if it's ever going to. Very weak. Look at the bullish divergence, rallied to make a lower high. Pathetic. Sellers in control right now. Consecutive lower highs. I'm telling you, you break 13.872 cents, you're probably coming back down to 11 cents. Okay. There was no value up here. It's just like it could have kept going if momentum was going to stay insane in a Rudy FOMO market, but it didn't. It didn't, and it's going to get hit worse than Bitcoin does if Bitcoin keeps selling off.
I try to handle change in life like a shift in the market, focused in with minimal emotion. Alien.
What's up, Sam T? Thanks for the aliens. So yeah, man, minimal emotion. You gotta stay focused, of course. Well, this will be the biggest change in my life since I started live streaming. That's for sure, 100%. Sorry, hold on. Thanks for the 1,354 people tuned in. Oh, wow. 420 likes on the dot.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Bruh.
Thank y'all for the strategic like amount.
I think trade setup looking good so far, man. Can we glance at it?
Yeah, Charizard, we can look at it. It was great. Stonks, opportunity, you know. Lots of opportunity in the stock market. Crypto, I mean, unless you're just... I'm going to short a bullish trend, a really, really historical bullish trend, where, I mean, on the 3-day, Bitcoin closed at its highest level ever yesterday on Bitcoin market cap. I mean, when you're doing stuff, setting records like that, it's just like... you could just wait to re-enter when there's an edge, you know, on the 4-hour or daily. But yeah, I mean, unless you're shorting crypto, like, it's not much opportunity for longs. The opportunity for longs was in November, in late September, and October. If you were a viewer, if you were a patron, you know that with certainty. There was opportunity. Opportunity became almost impossible. Once the trade setups played out and everyone made tendies, it started becoming impossible. Just nothing, no more bids. I mean, you get a dump, you get a attempted rally, and just distribution all over the place, everywhere. So you have to wait. It's the same thing, kind of like X, A, B, C, D stuff, where deep value is going to be back down at like 11 to 10 cents again on ADA if it's going to break this support, which isn't very strong. It's just this one high from July 7th. I'm telling you, man, ADA could get killed if it breaks this. That's a big if, man. Look at the historical price action correlation to this zone between 10 cents and 15 cents. If you're below it, it could very well see, I mean, look, man, 11 cents, 12 cents. It could see much lower prices from here. Just in my opinion, man. Hold on a second, man. Whoops. We were kind of going for a little bit more relaxed set of music, right? Yeah, kind of, dude, right? Keeping it slow, all right? Just for the stream, man. Just relax. Keep your blood pressure down. Keep you from producing cortisol, you know, and adrenaline. Manage your stress. No, it's not Doom music. How is any of that music Doom? Nah, just chill, man. Just relax. So it's going to do what Bitcoin does, of course, but understand Cardano's sitting on a ledge. This ledge goes back to the date of July 7th, 2020. That's the ledge. It's already had a really nice run. You missed it. If you're coming into the market after, you know, November 20th to 28th or whatever, you missed it. You missed the beautiful low-risk, high-reward opportunity, easily strategic areas to enter. You missed it, dude. Okay. And that goes for most altcoins and Bitcoin itself. Most altcoins. Alright, here's Ethereum on the 4-hour we didn't look at. Well, it broke that little, you know, demand line, the horizontal demand line, nearing oversold territory, which is good, but your next target's... Okay, there was 544. 544, right... What was it? Back from... Oh, yeah, June of 2018. Oh, my building manager. Thank you so much, dude.
Is that a joint?
Oh, God. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, I won't need a yard guy anymore, but he's going to get rehired as a building manager, okay? Oh, thanks, Grubman. Wow. Isn't it the same thing here where it's like it could just be this major X, A, B, C, D stuff where like down here, much better areas, but you're still in a major uptrend? You realize like on Ethereum, what's crazy? I know there's like the low, here's 486, that's discernible. So everything above 46 is in a bullish trend. Okay, you got to break that and you got to hold below it long enough and then your trend starts reversing. But then you're in this mega uptrend where there's a demand line all the way down at like 450 or so that probably wouldn't even kick you out of the trend. So, you know, like Bitcoin stalling, the trend's not bearish. The trend is still certainly bullish. There's a demand line upon you. There's a horizontal line upon you. There's a 200 moving average on the 4 hour upon you. That's it. People, I think, are just freaking out because the price is so high now that a $1,000 move down is 5%. 5% really isn't that crazy if you revisit Bitcoin's times where it has a lot more people involved trading and there's a lot more market participants. It's not a bear market. It's not going sideways. It's been going up. So a lot more people are here. And that's going to keep happening, man. So that is why having a hold account is so important. Where you, no matter what you do, you have to have diamond hands. And if it requires one to go to cold storage, because it's safer, but also a way to prevent oneself from being stupid and dumping an asset that is just going through a little bit of consolidation between a range between 17,730 and 19,891. Right, you like if one has a hold account, one has to have an outlook of like 5 years, 3 to 10 years, 3, 5, 10 years. You can't just be like, oh, I have a hold account and I'm going to be selling up here because I'm scared. If you're not paying attention to what's going on with institutions, acquiring positions, I mean, they're almost onboarding every day, just different ones. So you got to believe in the math, the mathematics of it. You got to believe in where our financial system's going. It's going towards digitization. That's it, man. Bitcoin is the future. I mean, to protect oneself, really. If just think about a central banks, dude. If they literally digitize all money, and then they don't like your opinion on something you posted on a social media site or something, right? They got your IP. They know they got everything. They can up your interest rates. They can do whatever they want individually to you. They can raise it on you and then lower it on someone else. Just cause, right? And that's like, you can't trust the government. You just can't do it, man. You can't trust the Federal Reserve. So like this prevents all that crazy dystopian society, whatever's coming, from happening, owning some Bitcoin. Okay? So you just gotta have a little bit of faith in that. There's nothing like Bitcoin. Well, I mean, yeah, there are assets out there that are like Bitcoin. Crypto itself, right? Just understand, man, where we're going. Understand money printing will continue to devalue your wealth, your family's wealth. And you've got to keep, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a call option. Owning Bitcoin is a call option on where the future of money is going. We all know where it's going because all the central banks have let us know where it's going. China's already done it. There's a lot of corruption in the governments, and the best laid intentions, right, lead you down the path to hell or something like. Isn't that what it is? So there is no government in Bitcoin. Okay, so I've been live for about an hour and a half now. So 1,350 y'all still here. 520 likes. Man, that's as many as we got yesterday, and my stream was super scuffed. So, but we could go to 600 likes right now if everyone was like, "Hey, I'm gonna hit the like button." Yeah, y'all could do that. All I can say about long term is patience on Bitcoin. Patience. Who cares about $1,000, $3,000 swings? Yeah, look at it like these institutions are. They're looking at it. They don't care. Oh, okay, I bought it 19,420 or whatever MicroStrategy did. They're going to buy more at 18K. They're going to buy more at 17, 15, 13, 8. They don't care. They're just going to keep buying. And a lot of other people are going to keep doing that too. And it's crazy. Like, the higher the price goes on Bitcoin, the more people find out about it, the more people buy it. Man, there was a really good Raoul Pal interview yesterday where he talks about, like, we're becoming a more secular society. Man, y'all should just watch it. Someone have a link to that? Becoming a more secular society, so people are substituting the, you know, I don't know, their concentration of passion into something else that's not religion, right? And so a lot of people are putting it in Bitcoin, putting it in gold, right? So the more people buy, the higher the price goes. The higher the price goes, the more people find out about it. The more people buy, therefore the higher the price goes. And this is based on a fixed supply on Bitcoin. So you got institutions just massively buying up all supply of Bitcoin that they can. And you get the retail doing that. You think in time, doesn't matter if it's a year from now or more, Bitcoin's going to be at higher prices. Now, if someone posts the link, I'll share it, but if not, it's all good. Who was it? Who was the guy that interviewed him? Sims. How do you do? Was it Sims? People are saying Gammon. Fake news, Matthew. George Gammon. No, I wasn't. Pomp. No, that was a good one. But no, the one yesterday was real good because they went into religion and what people are doing and how everyone's getting stuck at home, and you know, it's all these communities. It's like network. We live in a network society now. We're all part of this same little niche society together. Versus like before. There it is. Thank you, Aaron. That's it, dude. I'll push you the link. Go check it out. Drink a coffee or something. Thank you, Wayne. And it's definitely worth your attention and time to watch all of it. Boom, we got 600 likes. Thank y'all so much. Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, and Ohio State. Top four. That's crazy, man. Ohio State. They've won 4 games, whatever. Their next game's canceled. They played like no games. Whatever. Okay. 17,730. Upsloping Sports right around there too, around 17.8. So just don't be surprised if it keeps going. But yeah, like from your previous low to high, where are we? Getting back to that 50% retrace. So you understand, like, a deep retrace is going to take you down to 17K. A 618 would take you to 17,600, and 886 takes you to 16.6. So, you know, X, A, B, C, D stuff, harmonic stuff, you know, value could be perceived down there at 16.6 to 17K. Also another way to look at it. Okay, man, I hope you all had a wonderful day. I do want to talk about it real quick because I haven't. Kind of just been going, had a lot of requests today. The S&P 500, man, all-time highs. right? Broke out of the flag, the little bullish consolidation after breaking out and back testing the symmetrical triangle. Eventually 3,900 is the target. Could take a while, man. But it's not just the S&P, it's the NASDAQ composite. Very, very good, 12,580. Look at the IWM as well, which is like a ETF, the ETF for small cap Russell 2000. $190. It's blasting off, man. It broke that supply line. It actually gapped up above the supply line 5 weeks ago, or about a month ago. Excuse me. The snapping, right? The Pfizer vaccine changed the entire meta of the markets, and so now it's just it's rocketing up. Talk about fib extensions on the Russell 2000, man. It's pretty insane. Yeah, you're nearing the 1272. The target, 193.91. Almost there. 204, 220. Above that, 220 is the gold mean ratio. Pretty spectacular run going on for small caps. Okay, so just want to clear that up. Stocks, killing it. Opportunity in stocks. Got to look at Activision. That was a contribution, sorry. Request. Well, this is what happens, Larry. You know, Walmart, I'm sorry, not Walmart. Activision was in a 4-month-long correction. The 4-month-long correction, though, happened to be a very high and tight bull flag. What coupled with handle meant. So up 1.65% today. Big resistance is upon you. About $1 away. You break this dollar mark, well, that's when price discovery can occur, where you run up to $96.89. I'm telling you, you get to $90, you're probably really high chance you're going to $100 on Activision Blizzard. But it could go higher than that. Okay, cut with Hendelman. Hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. This isn't a scrub 4-hour Bitcoin couple with handle. This is a real huge harmonic, or not God, what's wrong with me? A huge freaking Bulkowski structure. Think about it. 800 day large consolidation pattern versus Bitcoin's little 4-hour goes back 2 weeks or something. That's just not. These are the ones you're looking for. The larger the pattern, the more reliable it could be. And if you have an edge, wow, with the oscillator, let's go, dude. Very, very good. There you go. That was the request. Charizard.
Hello from Brazil, Mitch.
What's up, Victor? Thanks for the 388 super chat. Thank you, man. We already looked at Wi-Fi at the beginning of the stream. Like, unironically, I'm not kidding. It was like the second asset I looked at because someone I think requested it or talked about it. $20,933 or $21,000 is the next support on Wi-Fi. It had bearish divergence in the daily, so not really good there. Okay. So we'll see at higher prices, but that's been the consensus on Activision. EA is probably the same boat. I mean, whatever Activision does, EA is probably going to do the same thing. Same investors probably in it. Weekly on Bitcoin. Bearish engulfing in the mix. In the works. Yes, bearish engulfing candle on the weekly could be a very real thing if the selling continues. Just don't be scared. If you don't hold this level up here on the weekly, 16,175, 13,868, and eventually 11,463. Not much support resistance. So hopefully just a consolidation pattern, like a flag or something goes on, you're up and down, you just create a bunch of support resistance. Bitcoin has spent very little time at these levels. So the longer we spend at these levels, the better it would be if we ever did break out for a back test. The whole was once resistance as support before running higher. So nothing wrong with spending some time up here. 87% in 2 months. The only people that are concerned are FOMO Moon Boys. Everyone else, no problem, dude. Cost basis is very low compared to where we are. Okay. So I do appreciate everyone coming out to the stream, man. I wish I had better news. But the news has been, it's like not much of an edge. Not much of an edge. Not much of an edge. It's like, hey, you're in the middle of a range, coin flip. All right, coin flip went to heads. It went down. So 17,730 in the range is next. If you break that, 16.5. If you break 16.5, the trend's in jeopardy. Okay, so not dead yet, but just remain aware of your support resistances. Have your alerts set up. And this happened on Coinbase, right? $3 off the weekly candle close, all-time highs. That's what's crazy, man, about Coinbase. All the other exchanges did it, man, all-time highs, but not Coinbase. And you can see what happened after that. Okay. So enjoy a little bit of the chilled out music, if you wish. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. I will be back. Till next time. Respect the TA. Rocket's still okay. Holding that ice line, if it holds long enough. Your target's 22.56. You ever break that? Golden zone between $24 and $28. Okay. Divergence turned into convergence. Could be inverse head shoulders or just descending broadening wedge. You ever test $22 again? That's a confirmed partial decline. So you're working on potential partial decline. So you hold this, you rally. Then I think that if you see the supply line again, good chance you'll break out at the upside. Okay, that's Rocket. I saw the contribution last second, so I just wanted to do it. All right. Y'all amazing. Thanks.
bruh,
That boy is good.
name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Bitcoin going to zero.
Adios, turd nuggets.